That is a snake move. Like genuinely, because like at first they're talking to like managers and agents, right? And then they go straight to the talent to try and like sneak something by. You can't do that. And they're bringing back YouTube Rewind. Have they still been doing that? Like actually? No, they're not making Rewind anymore. I mean, I don't know. I stopped watching that ages ago since I stopped watching it since I didn't have to spoof it anymore. I was a part of the first two, I think. Two? I was definitely part of the first one. Anyway, there was another one that I was supposed to be a part of, and I specifically remember leaving mid-shoot because they lied to me, and I never did it ever again, I think. They said I had to, what did they want to do? I think they wanted me to dance in one of the shots, and I was like, oh no, that's all right. I don't want to do it if I have to dance. And I was like, no, it'll be easy. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it if I have to dance. And they're like, okay, well then just come and shoot this other thing. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm down to shoot this. And then when I got there, I think I shot my scene, and then they were like, okay, well now it's time for the dance thing. We're gonna need you to do this. And I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, no, you're in this scene. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not in this scene. This is what I talked about. And so literally I changed and called an Uber and left. I don't know if it was it was some kind of car. It must have been an Uber. Yeah, and I literally left mid-shoot. And they were like calling and stuff. I was like, nah, we already talked about this. They're saying, I don't want to put production in that position, but this is not cool. And so I literally just left the shoot. Because that's fucked up. You already talked about this. Was that not the Harlem Shake one? It might have been. I have no idea. I just remember I was in some outfit. I don't know if I was in like a space outfit or something. But I never really wanted to do it after that. Since then. I was like, that's cringe. That is super, I don't know who it was specifically, but I was just straight up lied to. And they tried to like convince me once I was there, like it's okay, like try to convince me like, nah, like just do it, it'll be easy. I was like, nah, I'm good. But it is a lot harder in person because like normally if it's like something simple, it's like, hey, we didn't have this scene written. Can you do this? Sure, I'll do it, right? I'll do it because it's not a big deal. Not hard to shoot another scene. But when I specifically said I don't want to do something, and that's why I wasn't going to show up in the first place, and then they try to convince me once I'm on set in person, that's scummy. Like that's literal scum. To me, that's maybe other people are okay with that stuff, but I'm not. That is a snake move. Like genuinely, because like at first they're talking to like managers and agents, right? And then they go straight to the talent to try and like sneak something by. You can't do that. And since then, I believe, yeah, I stopped wanting to, like, we're not getting paid to do that, you know? And even if we were getting paid, you have a contract, you get paid for what you agreed upon, not doing extra. Most times I don't mind doing extra if it's not a big deal. Sometimes shoots will be like, hey, this shoot will take you 2 hours, 3 hours. Sometimes it goes 5. And you're like, they said 2 hours, liars, but it's okay. Because that's shoots go long sometimes. But if you specifically negotiate and say, I'm not doing this thing, and they try to get you to do that thing, that's scummy. And I will never forget that. Although I do forget who it was that we were talking to. Well, that pissed me off. Because I was already doing it for free. It would have been worse if we were getting paid. Yeah. We don't like liars. Yeah, I found that so scummy. I was like, this is from YouTube? Who's in charge of this stuff? Because these are just shitty people. Yeah, so ever since then, I was not a fan of YouTube Rewind. And as you can see, there's not that I wasn't in it. It's not because they weren't asking. They were asking every year. But I was like, nah, I'm not doing this anymore. Yeah, I even thought about making a video about that, but I felt like it wasn't necessary to add. And then consequently, the Rewind started getting way more hate because of, I don't remember why people started hating them, but I stopped watching them, so I don't really know. They started getting way more hate. And I don't remember why. Why did people hate that? Was it because of the trends they did, or like was it just like the people in it? I don't remember why they were hating it so much, but it was getting worse and worse, and people kept saying like it was getting worse. Turning to one big ad for bigger media outlets. Was that the gripe that people had? It didn't feel like YouTube anymore. Yeah, I'll be honest, I stopped keeping up with that. Even when I was making videos, Will Smith killed it. I don't even remember that. Like, I don't remember that at all. Probably all the same reason it got political and not for the people. Yeah, I don't remember. It just became cringe. Honestly, as I got older, each new rewind I saw more people I didn't recognize anymore. Yeah. See, but even if they got more people you didn't recognize, I would assume that new fans or the people who we didn't recognize, their fans must have loved it, but they didn't, right? Like it got such negative reviews, but you would assume that the people that they did get would bomb it correctly. Like they would like it, you know what I mean? For like the new people and the new fans, you would think. That's interesting. One day they'll do a case study on that, surely. One day. Maybe people got tired of the rewind overall. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That's all I was asking, because I can't really speak on it because I didn't really watch. it after for a bit. I just remember seeing very negative things about it. The concept is a good concept though. A rewind of all the trends of the year. It's kind of like a nice way to wrap up the year. Throwback, you know? I like the concept. You watch those videos where they talk about you like what happened. No, not unless we watched one because people kept coming in here, but no, because most times it's people just saying the same things and it's just like not true things at all. So there's no point in watching them. They're just trying to get views and, you know, respect the hustle. It would be good if they actually did some research though. Some do, but it's very dramatic still. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't mind when people try to make content out of it and make it dramatic if they make it based on facts, you know? I think it's at least they're trying to make, I don't mind people trying to make it entertaining. People want clicks, kind of say that they're lying about the content. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of times they're just repeating what other people are saying. And so it's like whatever the first one they watch is wrong. You know what I mean? Like they're just like repeating what other people are saying. That's just the nature of content. And also if their video does well, more people are gonna make videos like that because they're just the nature of YouTube. These days, if you see something that works, you copy it and you get views for yourself. It is what it is. Don't hate the player, they say, hate the game. And I've discovered that very early on. You don't hate the player, you hate the game. And then you gotta play the game a little bit, you know? I'm gonna copy you and go for it. I don't care anymore. I do not care. I hate the player and the game. No, you're just a hater. Very good.